Good afternoon, guys and gals. This is the DIY/CNC Woodworker here with you again. It's a little late afternoon, getting a late start today, letting the heat of the day go by. Here is my Pledge of Allegiance plaque. I have lightly sanded the face of it, smoothed it all out, brushed it off, and I've applied several more coats of polyurethane. Now I'm going to let that sit here and let it dry. In the meantime, I have, excuse me while I move this, set up my router, and I've got my wood over here. Let me get this turned around. Got my wood over here for the cookbook stand that I'm making my daughter. I've got it rough cut out. You can see there's the W, and this is cut through. Just the little tabs on the back holding it in. I'll go in and saw those little tabs off, and this whole part here will fall out. And something a little different I've added. This is a piece that'll go in that the book will sit on, and I've added the Winters cookbook stand. Why I did that? I just did it. Seemed like a good idea at the time. And of course, this little piece here will go on the bottom like that and create the rest for the books. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to hook up my sander and do a little sanding. And once I've done that, I'm going to use my router over here to edge the wood and go ahead and work on finishing up this project. Don't know if I'll get it all done today or not, but we will get it started. Anyway, grab a little extension cord here. I went and put all these power cords all the way around the shop over there along the wall so I'd have more outlets. And what am I doing? Still using my power cords. Go figure. But that's the way that works. Take the rough edges off of that piece. And if you'll excuse me just a second, I'll step out of camera range here and get a sweatband because the sweat's already starting to roll off my face. It's not that it's so hot, it's just humid. Very, very humid. And of course, thanks to my dear mother, I have her sweat glands. When I start sweating, it doesn't stop. It just rolls and rolls and rolls. Rough piece down here in this wood on the edge that I didn't see before, but I'll sand the majority of it out. Trying to figure out now is how do I want to carve the edges of this wood. If I just want to round it over, if I want to put a chamfer on it. It's exactly what I want to do with this. I guess I'll figure it out about the time I start doing it. This piece of wood is more scratched up than I remember it being. It must have came from Lowe's that way. I'm sure these things don't get handled fairly easily. Unless you end up with scratches here and there in the wood. It's going to be on the bottom, so like I said, I'll just work here to get the most of it out, not worry about it. It's going to be the bottom, it won't be seen. That's good enough for that. Thought what I'd try to do here is carry you along with me as I do this and get a better conception, I guess, of what I do to finish a product. Some of the steps I go through. Now it's wire brush time to get in here and clean out these carved letters. There's always loose grain fibers from the carving process that needs to be removed. This little wire brush does the job quite easily. That looks good enough. I don't know where I've got that fan pointing, but wherever it is, it's not blowing on me. Whew. There, that's better. All right. Never realized how much this sander vibrates this wood until I see things start vibrating off my tabletop here. Alrighty, looking pretty good, looking good. Carve this W in here a 1/4 inch deep, and it's 3/4 inch wood. A third of the way through the thickness of the wood, but enough wood remaining that it's not flimsy or going to break or punch out or fall apart on me. All right. gonna pause the video for a moment. I've got to go find another work tool here. Little saw I got somewhere to cut through this wood. And I will be back momentarily. Well, as expected, I've got this piece just a tad wide. So I need to come in here with my saw and do a little adjusting here. Where'd I mark it? Well, this isn't the board you're going to cut, James. Jeez. Okay. This is the board you're going to cut. As soon as you give some power to it. Amazing how well these things work when you give them a little electricity. I think by the time I round those edges over, I'm going to take just a tad more off this one side here. Not enough that it'll be noticeable. But there you go. By the time I round those edges over, I think that'll slide in there just the way I want it to. I'll probably still have more of a width than I want on that hole. But hey, it's what it is. Here it is, folks, live and in person. Mistakes and all. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I'm not trying to make things look like they're perfect because they're away from it. And most of this stuff I'm doing, if you add one to it, that'll make 2 times I've done it. Yeah, that's part of the fun. Doing something and seeing how it'll come out. That's what I thought. I need to put the saw away too soon. Excuse my belching. Let's see if I can set this saw right here and make it work without moving my router again. You enjoying the view you got there, folks? Jeez. Oh boy, oh boy. Sometimes I do wonder about myself. Alright, get that out of the way. Don't have a problem. Okay. Now I'm through with the saw, I think. For the time being anyway. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, okay. That's good. So what I want to do I think I'll attach that and then route it. Let's route this outside edge. Let's do it first. Oh. Well, folks, every now and then I do mess up, but I can cut that off, I think. I had my OG bit in there. I thought I had a round over bit in there. Let me stop my filming and change this bit out, and I'll be back with you shortly. All right, I had to take my saw out and cut that edge off flush, but let's try this again. Put my round over bit in. Instead of my OG. All right, folks, I'm going to shut things down for a little bit, go inside and sit down and rest a few minutes. My back is screaming at me, as usual. Give this back a rest. Been doing a lot of bending and stooping here, and that never does help things, so I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, guys and gals, went in and take a little rest, and next thing I know, supper come along. I tell you, you're truly a blessed man when you got a wife who takes care of you like mine does. Take care of me. But at any rate, here we go. Let's see if I can do this without messing it totally up. Or totally messing it up, I should say. get the other side close proximity to the one I'm doing. It's not perfect, but it's close. Let's see if this is doing what I want it to do here. Yeah, that's close enough. In there won't be part of this. Okay, a little sanding on that, and I think that'll be all right. All right, I'll glue that on, and that'll be done after I do a little sanding on it. Now I need to round over these edges. Okay, I couldn't remember if I turned that off or not. I didn't. That's good, so I'm not talking to myself. Okay. All right. Looks pretty good. Pretty good fit on that mop. And I got it standing up more like I wanted it. I think that'll work. Now, to do a little bit of gluing. I can do that off screen. Video, don't need to video that, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what it's like to glue wood together. I don't think I need to tape that. But I'll get that done and let it dry overnight and work on finish sanding everything tomorrow. For now, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video at this point. Oh, and I think I'll wait until tomorrow when I get the finishing done to show you the finished product. So that's it for now. Talk to you again soon.